Good afternoon.
All you YouTubers out there.
We are currently boondocking in
Flat Rock.
Flat Rock, Michigan at a Myers store. It was very, very quiet here. No issues whatsoever. No one said a word to us. Went in this morning, did the normal ice shopping and a couple other things. So we're relaxing here. We called the hospital where Laura has an appointment tomorrow, and they said we could park in the parking lot tonight. So it's not going to be an issue. We'll get up in the morning, she'll have her appointment, and we'll plan out from there. Not sure what we're doing next. It all depends on what the doctors say, I guess. Yeah?
Yeah, it'll be a few days before we probably know that. But it's nothing terrible, detrimental, death. It ain't that.
Yeah, she's not dying or
I'm
anything.
not dying.
Just standard woman stuff. Got to get a ultrasound to make sure the woman's stuff is working right.
So no worries there. It's just a standard procedure.
Didn't do a whole lot yesterday or this morning. Just kind of sat around BSing, figuring out what our plans are, future plans also. So really that's about it. Just relaxing, getting ready to leave. Gonna go over to the hospital and hang out for a day, and then I don't know. I'm not sure. Wait and see what they say. I'm gonna be headed to my buddy Bob's house, hang out and try and get some repairs done, and we're discussing where exactly we're going from there. Possibility of me working a full-time job for a little while is in the air.
Maybe.
It's in the air. We may stick to the handyman stuff. I don't know. Future plans for the RV. We're discussing that.
Until then, we'll be situated up here for a while, probably throughout the summer. Really, if we end up back in Savannah for the winter time, we got a lot of plans that we have to complete before we go back down there. I don't know if we're going to be taking Dotty back down to another trip. There's other
options
that are a little bit more user friendly. Not that she can't make the trip. She can make the trip, but things that are a little bit more convenient for us if we head back down that way.
Yeah, we're discussing a different way of doing things. Honestly, this is a very, very big endeavor that we foretook upon ourselves, and I don't even think I said that right.
It's something we had to do. In order for anything else to go forward, the trip had to be made. So, it's done.
And we learned a ton from it. We know, we now know beyond certainty what exactly we do need and don't need. We still have more downsizing to do, in particularly me. I have a lot of tools that are just not needed, which is a lot of weight. And I have a lot of tools that I actually use that I didn't think I would. So it's good. We learned. I learned a lot about working on the vehicle. That's a bonus. So now we're just going to keep going and try and figure out, how exactly we want to keep pursuing this. We are going to pursue it. This is kind of what we decided to do.
Yeah.
Indefinitely?
Well, until I guess we're too old to get up and down the steps.
Right, until they make us quit.
Until Senior Social Services comes and hauls us away, I suppose. This is...
Yes. Until they make us quit. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what's going on, and you guys will know when we know.
We are going to do a kind of a review of the pros and cons of this trip, because we made, 2,600 miles?
A little over 2,600 miles in just over 2 months.
What we needed,
in a 1975
Yeah.
Dodge RV.
What we needed, what we didn't needed, what we would have liked to have. So we can move on to the next level of our plan and make it a little bit more comfortable, more user friendly.
Yeah, there's lots of things. Obviously, we bought this RV knowing it wasn't perfect, but it was a very solid machine, and still is a very solid machine. I would have no problem a tune-up and some minor suspension work driving this anywhere in the country. I would have no problem.
Yeah. She surprised us.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, you know, it's a 7,000 pound machine, so it doesn't have a ton of torque and power, but we didn't have any problem. I mean, even in the mountains we were still at 50, 55.
55.
Right. Right. We can't drive 55 because it won't do it, but
Yes, it will. It'll
Kidding,
do
I'm kidding.
55. The biggest problem we had was the wind. Wind shear. It's
Yep.
a box.
Wind is really hard, especially on one this old. The steering is a known issue with vans this old. Could be fixed relatively inexpensive. We're not sure we're going to embark on that. Can I do the work? Yes, I can do the work. I can replace the whole front end if I need to. Do I want to spend the money? I'm not sure. We're considering taking a different approach, and until we make up our mind, I'm just going to get to work and start making a little bit of cash.
And we'll have an epiphany at some point, and it'll happen. That's always the way it happens with us. It just shows itself, and boom,
just all of a sudden, boop, here we go.
Just like we did this one. It's that whole faith thing.
There's truth in that. You don't buy the first thing you look at. You just wait, and eventually what is right for you will reveal itself. So,
and it does work.
we think that
way.
this revealed itself to us, and it completed the task at hand, and if we wanted it to, would complete many, many more. She's only got now 47,000 and change on her.
No, 57.
No.
We bought her at, that's right. We bought her at 45.
Correct. We bought her at 44,800.
And put 2,600 on her.
And she's got 47 and change now. I mean, we're still running around. But yeah, we're gonna debate, see where we want to go. Maybe we'll stay in this, maybe not. Something for a future video for you guys to consider. We are downsizing a whole lot. There's a tip.
Don't think you're going to need all this crap, because you're not. You're going to be throwing it out the wagon trail.
Yep, so we're going to get busy on another video, and we'll holler at y'all later.
Take care.
Bye. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, we're finally done at the hospital with Laura.
I'm still alive. See? I'm here.
So we had an ultrasound done because she had this thing in her stomach. And the results were she has an alien life form. And they're going to have to send us to outer space to get that fixed.
I was abducted by aliens and I was implanted. It's actually just a fibroid. It looks to be just a fibroid. I've had it for many years and it's just become bothersome. So the doctor will get the results today and we'll just go from there and see how they're going to take care of it.
But we promised to bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here's a little bit of the ugly.
Yeah. I may have outpatient surgery.
Yeah.
Probably to get rid of it. And we'll see how that goes in a camper.
Welcome to real life.
Mm-hmm.
Full time in an RV.
Yep. Shit happens. People get sick. You gotta get fixed.
We are at the, which hospital is this?
Henry Ford Health Center in Brownstown.
Correct.
And they were very nice, very efficient. I was in there 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20-25 minutes. No problem.
And out. And it didn't hurt. And I was impressed. 2 thumbs up to
It's
them.
kind of a weird hospital. I ain't never been in a hospital where that many people were in a good mood. Usually everybody in the hospital is pretty cranky. I think I only saw like 1 or 2 people that were just, abnormally cranky, and I think that's just their life. But,
Yeah. It went well. So stay tuned.
This was a very nice hospital. We did call ahead. I mentioned it earlier somewhere in maybe another video. Don't know. Anyway, I mentioned it before. We called ahead, and they let us boondock here last night, which was very nice. And for the record, calling ahead worked because about 4 spots down from us, somebody in a minivan was parked. And I don't think they asked permission because they were asked to leave in the middle of the night. So
We talked to, I called the hospital, talked to security, explained my appointment. It was real nice and told us where we needed to park, and that was it.
So we were expected to be here, and we had no hassles. It was pretty quiet for the most part. It's a hospital. Every now and then a siren, but
Yeah, ambulance came by, but whatever.
So we are off to my buddy Bob's. He's going to let us Moochdock there while we're going through this process. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but for now, we're going to
take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to take care of ourselves a little bit, get prepared. I'm probably going to seek some type of employment while we're here. I can't. My buddy Bob is a really good guy, and I'll let us stay there forever for nothing. I just can't do that.
No.
So we have to figure that out. And, hopefully save up for what, we talked about earlier in another video or something. I don't remember where I said it at, but we talked about, the possibility of maybe making a change. So we'll see how that works out. Whatever it is, we're going to be on the road pretty much for the rest of our lives, or until they tell us we can't. And so we're going to play it by ear for now. No, I haven't quit smoking yet. It is what it is.
Well, it is. It's stressful. Like I say, shit happens, and oh well.
It's a pretty expensive habit, and I ain't been able to kick it, but I've been smoking for 35 years, so maybe eventually I'll kick it. Maybe eventually they'll make me kick it. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, we're going to head off to Bob's, and we got a lot of work to do and a lot of things coming up. Stay tuned. We'll share it.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.